There are so many albums. There are so many albums. And even like the albums that didn't get like a lot of notoriety or like sales or recognition, some of those singles and some of those individual like impacts really influenced the whole style of hip hop. So there's like a certain song that just made a groundbreaking difference in hip hop, and then there's like albums that also contributed like to it. So it's difficult to say.
Some albums that I think have really shaped South African hip hop to be the space that it's in. Obviously, just to kind of take things back to where things kind of started shaping up for South African hip hop. Definitely Double HP. I think it was the album with Harambe. I can't remember the name of that album. That for me was an essence of where South African hip hop started commercializing, where people started paying attention to the jigginess, the vibe, but also still being able to give a certain message with regards to local hip hop.
Definitely AKA. He's, up there, forefront. I'd say AKA. The Les, A-Reese definitely. Or I can say the Wrecking Crew like as a whole.
Murafe with Maruapula, I also think they also started commercializing their sound with regards to how they could express themselves in Setswana, but also kind of taking it to the rest of the country, being able to understand and get involved from that perspective. I would definitely also add in a very favorite of mine would be AKA's Levels. I say that specifically that album because in and as much as I know the previous album did well for him, but I think Levels was where he really got into himself as the super mega and was giving us music that sounded South African with all of the samples that he had used from dance music, as I mentioned, some house songs that he had sampled throughout the album, which I think was the very essence of where we needed to be commercially to take South Africa to the next level. Of course, I can't mention AKA without mentioning Casper with Tulufelo. I do think that album also reintroduced us to somebody else who also wanted to kind of place himself very heavily within the South African hip hop space. So he did wonders for us.